Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back again to my channel. It is Riri here again. As always, if the first time you're tuning into my channel, you are welcome to my channel. I make videos in fashion, I do vlogs and also lifestyle videos. It's Sunday here. I attended my church online in the morning. I might go for this evening service. I'm not so sure about that yet. And I will just take you guys along on how I prepare for the week and how I just spend my Sunday basically. So yeah, let's get into it. So guys, if you've watched my previous videos, you would have probably seen this chicken that I showed you when I went grocery shopping. And I have my red bell pepper here and my tomato. So yeah, let's just quickly go into this video. I don't know if you all saw the video of this girl. Let me get my phone. Of a girl on Instagram that was saying, you know, she left a voice note and she was asking why a man would be driving a 2012 Benz. In her words, she said, so you want to be driving 7 million naira Benz. If you toast me with a 2012 Benz, I won't even give you time. Do you know cars I have entered? Guys, when I listened to this VN, and I actually checked, I really did check where exactly I could get this VN because I listened to it sometime last week, but I checked all the platforms I knew on Instagram, and for some reasons I couldn't locate it. But I'm sure you all know this guy. Yep, Solomon Bucci's page on Instagram. So this is currently where I'm at, and I just saw a preview of what the girl said, but I listened to the VN sometime last week, but I really can't remember where exactly I listened to it from. So guys, when I read this VN, I just want to say like my thoughts, and basically what do you guys think about it this last week? What are you guys' thoughts on it? And yeah, what are your thoughts on it? Because when I listened to it, I was like, wow. Oh my goodness. One thing that really got to me was when she said, do you know the kind of cars I have entered? And I'm like, you're not even thinking about, like, really, we women, we gotta level up in terms of how we think, our mentality, and how we think through like material stuff. So one thing that came to my mind, I was like, so you are thinking about the kind of cars you've entered. You're not even thinking about how you could own those kind of cars you've entered, in quotes, you know. So basically her mentality is just about bragging. Her mentality basically was, you know, taking pride in the kind of cars that she has entered. So guys, this is just my opinion. So what I would just say in this is that some women actually do size up men, you know, what they have. So guys, one thing I would just say is that mentality is super wrong. Like, as a woman, you should be concerned about getting your own bag. You should be concerned about, you know, living your own dreams, not living your dreams through a man. I mean, it's a different talk whereby probably you marry someone that is wealthy. That's like a different conversation. But when you have that mentality of, you know, bragging about kind of guys maybe you've dated, or the kind of guys you've been with, or the kind of guys that took you shopping to certain shops or certain places, please, let's go off that mentality. That is not a good mentality to have, and it's just crazy that this girl was thinking like that. And I would just say it's really, her audacity is just like, wow. You're telling the man, like, what if that's actually the amount he could afford to get that kind of car? You know, you don't just put pressure on these men out there. That's why most of them, you know, they do the most, you know, just to please people like that. I mean, back in Nigeria, you're hearing a lot about all these ritual killings just to, you know, get money and get wealth. It's not a good thing, yeah. But I'm just saying that, you know, it's things like this that put some men under pressure, and, you know, they start doing the most. So what I would just say is that That mentality is super super wrong, and you shouldn't be boasting. The part that I'm just still concerned about is, do you know the cars I've entered? That is the part that just took me out. You don't boast, like, you don't boast about things like that. It really doesn't make sense. Those cars you've entered, how many of those cars do you even own? Probably zero, none. You own nothing. So rather than boasting about things like that, you should, think about how to get your own bag and get those kind of things for yourself, okay? So quickly, I'm just gonna read what he said, his response, which really sums up everything that I have in my mind. And yeah, so his response was like, so guys, basically I would be going through his response, that's Lomombuchi's response, because his response just sums up everything I have in my mind. But before I proceed, I must say these are not my words, okay? Let me open up his page on Instagram. So this is his page on Instagram. So he said, his response to this was that, he said there's a voice note of a girl asking why a man would be driving a 2012 Benz in her words. So he wants to be driving 7 million naira Benz, yeah? If you toast me with a 2012 Benz, I won't even give you time. Do you know cars I have entered? As I said earlier, this is the part that just got me. Men are not scum. Your thinking is, yes, many women are this obsessively superficial. They size men up with what they have. iPhones, cars, designers. There are women that have issues with dating a man who doesn't use the latest iPhone. Actually, there are people like that. And to come to think of it, it is just fun. Like, anybody and everybody could get a phone. You could go get a phone on loan. You could go get a car on loan. So sizing people up based on all of these things doesn't make sense. I'm not making this up. They care about men using these things in vogue. Did you listen to the voice notes? She cared so much about how he will be perceived based off on using the latest Benz. This is the gender that call men scum for their own choices. Men are not scum, or maybe some men are, but your mode of choosing men is scum. Yep, there's some truth in that. It's her audacity to call a 7 million 2012 Benz cheap for me. That ain't cheap at all. Man, women who talk that way don't have a dime. And you hear them talk about what a man must have before even getting the account number with 950 naira in their account. Bank took 15 naira for stamp duty charges, okay? This guy really came off here. A woman who has never left her father's house, we call a man who's got his own space broke. The classicist mentality is Xoxo, and it would make sense if they are on the same level. Women will not get wheelbarrowed. Okay, this guy was kind of brutal here. Women when no gets wheelbarrow, they talk say a man driving 7 million Benz is too low for her. Have you noticed that real women who have capacity and wealth barely talk that way? Linda KG, Genevieve, you barely even hear them talk about material things because they've made a statement. They don't have to speak for their worth to be known. One of the disgusting things she said in the voice note was, do you know the cars I have entered? As I said earlier, that part also got me like, girl, what are you thinking that way? That is a low mentality. And girls, please, if you're in your 20s as I am, and even beyond, please, if you have this kind of mentality, please, as you're watching this video, just take a time out and speak to yourself and say you have to drop that mentality. You don't brag about things like this. Oh, do you see the kind of car I've entered? Oh, do you see the kind of place this guy has taken me for shopping? You should be the one aiming to, aspire to that level, that you can get all of these things for yourself rather than relying and boasting about another man's property. Yeah. For the actual jollof fries, guys, I am so hungry. I need to just take something to hold my tummy at least for the meantime before I finish eating. I'm actually trying to eat so fast. I'll get something to eat quick. So cold, so cold. Ouch. guys, you see how big this chicken is, and it's so good. I don't even know how I'm going to cut this. Actually, this is my second time doing this, and I have a really big knife that I use. I have a really big knife that I use to cut it. Of course, I'm not gonna use all of this. Just that my knife is not so sharp, so I'm just gonna manage it that way. I currently just cleaned up everywhere where I was cutting that chicken that I showed you all earlier. Just washed everything. I'm just waiting for my chicken and tomato to boil up a bit. So part of what I do on a Sunday like this is, go over my email and just check and see if I have any urgent to-dos that I probably haven't had the time to work on Friday. On Saturday, I do not do anything work related. I keep that Saturday for just myself. On Sunday, I take out time to just go over things probably I need to do for this week and just get ready mentally, for the new work week. So yeah, that's just what I'm about to do now. Just checking in to see if I have any leftovers I didn't go through last week, and just go over things that I also did last week. This is something that I just do. I just spend about like 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes less than, just depending on how busy last week was. So yeah. Guys, this is done, and since I work from home, I don't have to think through what I'm gonna wear to work tomorrow. I work from home, so I just try to make my environment where I work clean, make sure it looks good, sparkling, clean, most importantly. So after all of these dries up, the place I just washed now, I just put it where it's supposed to be, and I always empty the bin on Sunday if I have Like no matter what, I mean, I cook sometimes on Saturday, so I always make sure I empty the bin today, but I'm gonna do that later at night. I just wanna quickly clean up since I've done the main, like, in, excuse me, since I've done the main initial phase of my cooking, so I just wanna just clean up now. And yeah, that's about it. And also guys, I think I look a bit funny. I haven't worn an earring since literally since the beginning of this year, so this is like my first time. I just saw it sitting down here, I said let me try. So this is my earring hair that I've had like ages ago. I think I look funny. You know this feeling whereby maybe you've not tried a blonde wig and you ended up trying a blonde wig for the first time and like, oh my goodness, I think I look funny. Let's take this off. So yeah, so guys, this is my chicken. I just fried it, and FYI, I didn't use an air fryer, and that's because you know whenever I use an air fryer, for me it kind of comes out dry, and I didn't want that. I just wanted this, you know, just have a bit of oil in it, just as this one has. So yeah, this is ready, and this would last me a couple of days this week, and I'm just about to boil my rice. So guys, this is the final look of my rice. I don't know if you all can see it's quite a bit. Okay, I don't know this yet. So my jollof rice is ready finally. I'm gonna eat now. It's currently after 7, so it's been around 12 and I started around my half to 4, but I had other things doing in between, so yeah. So I have to finish off and so let me just hold myself now. So guys, I have come to the very end of this video. I just finished munching on my rice and I am super tired and sleepy, but of course I'm going to watch some Netflix shows. I have, you know, I'm ready for the new week. Ready. I have everything all set. I have my mindset all set, you know, environment all set. I have food at least for the week, and yeah, catch you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and see you all soon.